What's up, enthusiasts? Time for another discussion for the most recent scenario, number 3. This was an interesting setup, so I've been curious how people will deal with this one. So let's get right to it. Madman 31 brings us this idea. First priority is to take out the middle strife. Since the Rapid Madness is so great close range, the space is 10 to 15 feet between us, I should be able to take him out. Then I would hold a defensive position on the north side of the bottom left barrier, since the player at the same barrier with the strife would have a difficult time getting around the two corners quick enough to get me, while I could get him with my high rate of fire. The strife on the right is not as big of a concern because I am out of the effective range of the strife, and if he wants to get to the objective to change possession, he goes right into the range of where the Rapid Madness excels. If I can communicate with my Retaliator teammate, I would have him go to the west side of the top right barrier to be able to watch the other strife while not being close enough to be at risk. I agree with Madman's first thought that taking out the strife player near the point is necessary, and since you're already in close range, you can drop a large amount of darts on them with minimal exposure from the side of cover. You'll hopefully get the tag with them without being tagged back. Now, the concerns I have with the rest of the strategy is that moving to the north side of the lower left cover leaves you completely exposed to the strife player on the far right, allowing them to slowly move forward until they're in range of you, but you aren't in range of them. Next, we've got Marth Main 64, who says I would shout out to my teammate to have him try to push. Then I would dash to that wall near my closest enemy and try to pick him off with blind fire. Then I hope that the enemy near their spawn can't catch up. After that, I would set up a small ambush to tag the last enemy and take point. Sometimes it would be smart to take the point for ambush. That depends on your playstyle. Marth Main is opting for an aggressive strategy which could work out for him. The idea here is that if you're sitting back, waiting, and slowly moving forward, you're allowing the opposing team to shoot more darts at you, giving them more opportunities to tag you. Also, generally, this will let them get into better positions. If you rush forward and hope for a combination of good luck and dodging skills, you might be able to get one or two of the opposing players off guard and tagged out. There's no doubt this is a risky strategy though. To round things out, Foam Data Services added his thoughts, which amount to, you're doomed, I tell ya. Doomed! Any strife worth its wiring loom can just sit back and nail a Rapid Madness at leisure. If the point was near some cover, then it wouldn't be so uneven. Between the slow on-target velocity and long pumping time, all the opposition has to do is keep you at arm's length until you get tagged. Switch the point and camp. The Retaliator might be able to annoy the other team a bit if it's shooting over 100 FPS. Stock, it's slightly more level. You can wait for the strifes to jam, then rush them with the Rapid Madness, whilst the Retaliator provides long-range cover fire. FDS points out that if these strifes are modded, getting into effective range without cover is going to be rough, and he's right on that point. I put this on here because it is important to take note of what blasters are modded and what blasters are stock when on the field, because it will affect your decisions. To his point on waiting for a jam to rush a player, something I like to do is pressure opposing players to dump their ammo on me to force a reload so that I can rush for an attempt to eliminate their advantage. Little things like that are what will give you a better chance to get out of unfavorable positions. That does it for this one. As usual, it was fun reading through the responses. Thank you to everyone that added their thoughts on this one, and you can look forward to another scenario in a couple weeks. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have fun flinging foam, and I'll see you next time.